Guys, Rooster here in Tennessee, roostercb.com, looking at a Carl-Built 800 HD in the small cabinet option. This one is from Mr. Tony, and he wanted it with an all-the-way quad 6. So this is all-the-way quad 6, max mod, final upgrade, and the average power mod done to it. So it does a crap ton of average power. So this thing, this should drive this straight 8 pretty daggum hard. This is actually my recommendation. If you're going to get one of these all-the-way quad 6s, because the crazy amount of average power they do, you guys will notice in this video the average power peak power ratio is pretty wild. Generally, you look for about 2.5 times, 2 times, something like that. This thing is going to do about 3/4 the amount of average power as it does peak power. So, with that being said, our power supply is flashing between 15 and 14.9. We are not out on the big power supply because I'm getting a new one. I got rid of my old 600 amp, the purple one. It's gone, and we're replacing that with a 800 amp. So Timber Reaper's hooking me up with one of them. But for the time being, all of our tests will be in here on the little 200 amp supply. So with that being said, let's see how this guy does and see what kind of average power and peak power this combination does together. So we've got our RF power preset on AM here. I think we're going to be rolling with about a 250 watt dead key. We do have the 2500 watt slug in, so we're looking at the top scale. So there's your about a 250 watt dead key, give or take. And that's average power. I mean, it is really freaking getting with it. Yeah. About 900 to 1,000. Audio, drawing 120, 115 amps. And then we'll go to PEP. Now remember, it's not going to do like double PEP because this radio is probably doing 125 to 150 peak. And then the average power on this thing's around 100 watts. Audio 1 2, 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 audio. So there you go, right at 1,500 watts PEP. Now, what I'm going to do, you guys can hear the sideband delay kick in, and we will test this thing on sideband. It's probably going to do a good bit of power. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave the RF power where it's at just to kind of see how it responds. We don't really want to do over that 1,000 watts average, 800 to 1,000 watts average. So let's see how it does without me touching the average power. I have not tested it on sideband yet. Might want to back it down a little bit from right there, but that's still right within range. 1,000 watts average. Audio 1 2 3, audio 1 2 3, audio. About 1450 or so PEP. Now let's see how much current it's drawing. I bet it's drawing more on sideband. Audio 1 2 1 2, audio. Pretty close to the same. But you guys can tell we're putting our power supply in a bind because we're plugged into a standard wall outlet. So watch my voltage on the power supply. Audio. Getting a good bit of voltage drop there. So good running straight 8. Again, might back the RF power down just a little bit to kind of back that average power down some on sideband. On AM, here's where we've got it set. About where I would run it. So, again, on sideband, you might back it off a little bit. But good running amp. I hope he likes this one. He's been very patient, waiting for me to do a video on this combination. And maybe this is a combination you guys will consider in the future when I get some more Anytones in. So, been a little bit slow on getting radios in, guys, but there is going to be a huge wave of radios coming available. Unidens, President McKinley's, a lot of strikers will be coming up available. So just keep your eyes peeled. Be getting a bunch in at one time. So appreciate everybody's patience on that. But Carl-Built 800 HD with a quad 6 all the way. All right, Tony, enjoy. Man, I hope this setup bangs it out for you and does a good job. Running good here on the dummy load and on the test bench here. All right, guys. Catch you guys out there. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.